That's okay. You can take whatever you want from there. I didn't know how long you thought you'd be here with me. Okay, I think I hear him. Nope. Yeah, Kevin said he's just a couple behind you. Hey, Aaron.
Made it just for you, Aaron.
Hey, Luke. All right, here we go. It's my pleasure to introduce Louisville head coach Dan McDonnell, as well as players Devin Mann and Josh Stowers. Coach, when you have a second, we'll do an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate Florida State, Coach Martin and his staff. A lot of respect for that program, and that was fun. And it was fun playing against those guys. And, I told these guys in the outfield how proud I was of them. What a fun week of baseball. This was good for us. We hadn't played great in the conference tournament in some time. So this was a lot of fun. And we grew up a lot this week. We got better, and if anything, we got prepared for the postseason. So obviously these two guys sitting to my right have been phenomenal the last few weeks, and obviously, man, they were locked in this week. So, we leave Durham obviously disappointed that we didn't come away with the championship, but a new season begins, and I'm sure we're feeling really good. We were very offensive this week. We got some quality starts, and we're playing good baseball. We weren't great today, but that's the game. So we'll bounce back Friday and look forward to the next challenge.
So open it up for questions. Start in the front, Aaron.
Yeah, just for both of you guys, it seemed like this game was just one of those back and forth, taking punches, giving punches back. Was it kind of a grind out there? And it seemed like you guys still had all kinds of energy there in the 10th and with that between innings, rallying the dugout there. But how was the kind of the mood throughout the course of this game?
Throughout the entire game, we had the utmost confidence. Obviously, we didn't pull it out in the last inning, but throughout the entire season, we've been down and we've come back. I think we have like 20-plus come from behind wins, and we never know we're not out of any game. So we're never sad or down on ourselves anytime we don't have the lead.
I thought we did a good job of just staying even kill the whole game. Obviously I had two crucial errors and killed us, but I thought we did a good job of bouncing back. Just playing the game as it was, and just playing the game hard in the right way.
When you play Florida State, you probably expect a game like this. What do you guys feel about their team overall? Haven't seen them for a fourth time this year.
They got a good team. They're we know what they're about. They like to take pitches, get deep in counts. We think that we can compete with anybody in the country. Obviously, they're a good team, and we let one slide today, and it hurts, but it'll be better for us in the postseason.
Devin, what was the deal with your bat in the fifth inning?
I have no idea. I hit the double, and then the umpire came up to me and said like dented or something when I hit it. So they said it just couldn't use it anymore. So I just used another one.
Hit the ball too hard.
Any other questions? Yep, Aaron.
Coach, obviously a pretty successful week overall here. I imagine you love to win the game, but you had to walk away feeling pretty satisfied about the state of your club heading into the postseason.
No doubt. So I said in the opening statement, man, I stood out there in left field, told those guys, man, how much fun it was this week. Man, keep their head up. And I know it hurts today, but, there are teams that losing their conference tournament, and their season's over, you know, and for many, their career's over. And, you know, for us, it was just a stepping stone. It was a learning tool that we can play good baseball and we can play tournament baseball as we feel like we have for the last month. And this was fun. You know, we've been home by the weekend in the past, and as much as I love my family and I missed them this week, and I look forward to getting home to see them, the goal was to play through Sunday, and we did. And we'll be one of the last teams in the country getting back from their conference tournament, and that's because, you know, we were in the championship game. I told the guys out there how much fun. I mean, we're playing on ESPN on Sunday afternoon for an ACC championship. So I enjoyed it. I know these guys enjoyed it. I know it hurts right now, but you know, the sun will come up tomorrow, and we'll be tougher for it, and we'll be ready to compete next weekend.
Great. Thank you all, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you very much, Amy. I guess, where's
I know.
Cal and
I would say Mendoza was standing up there. See, now you have to remember you won back-to-back.
You know what Jane said to me?
What?
She said, in a joking way, she said, "Now I hope you can remember what happened this year."
You gonna be mad if I raise my hand to ask y'all a question?
The better question is whether I would call on you. I'm kidding.
They are, Amy.
I'm not totally sure.
That's my wife.
That's what I thought.
And that's my
Daughter. Fantastic.
oldest.
Nice.
daughter.
Nice. All right, we'll get started here. It's my pleasure to introduce Florida State head coach Mike Martin, as well as Drew Mendoza and Cal Raleigh. Coach, when you're ready, an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
You know, there's a lot of things that I could say about the ball game that we just played, and there's a lot I can say about the guy to my immediate right, but the guy that's to my far right is one of a kind. The way he plays the game, the way he competes, the way he can take an at-bat and throw it away after maybe slamming the bat back in the bat rack and then putting the shin guards on and going out. And totally, the mind is void of that at-bat because he knows the importance of working with that pitcher. And Cal Raleigh, I watched him very closely on that last at-bat, and you could see the fatigue. Did he make any excuses? Did he pout? Did he crouch behind the plate like, "Oh, let's get this thing over with"? No. He is such a team player. That kind of stuff is contagious. And he has brought so much to this baseball team. And I'm proud that he is a Seminole, is the best way for me to say it. But I can also say that this was a big moment for all of us, because if we get a regional this tough, holy smoke. If we go to a regional, we don't know if we're going to get one or not, but if we happen to host, and the 4 teams that we played up here, I'm going to tell you what, this is a great league. This is a great league.
Let's take questions. Aaron?
For both of you guys, this game had to be a grind, right? Mentally, physically, I mean, 4+ hours, I think. You're back and forth. They're throwing haymakers. You're throwing haymakers. What was that experience like out there today?
I think it was a lot like last night. We've walked off 3 or 4 times in the last 10 games, so we're used to the extra inning feel. I think that proved true here. I think we still had energy going into the extras, and that played off for us.
Yeah, I mean, those last 3 games we played, NC State, Clemson, Louisville, you know, I don't know if I've ever been part of such high energy, locked in games like that. Just crazy, the atmosphere. Just if you're on the field, you could just tell, what was at stake, and just how the teams were playing. It was crazy, and we played a really good game, and we were able to get it done. So.
And you guys, you had that 5-1 lead early. Probably had to be a little bit demoralizing to see them get 7, and unanswered there on you. But you guys fought right back. What does that say about just the character of this team?
I mean, I think that's what we've done all year. We've never counted ourselves out. We're a big inning club. We always play for that big inning. We know it's going to come at some point. We hadn't had it up to that point, and then we eventually got it, and we kept grinding out at bats.
Drew, the double there in the 10th. Could you take us through that at bat? What were you looking for, and what'd you get?
I'm just looking for a fastball over the plate, something I can drive. I'm trying to hit a fly ball deep so they can score the run on a sac fly. When I went up 2-0, my approach kind of turned a little bit. I could get a bigger swing on that, and he threw one over the plate that I could handle and put a good swing on it.
Luke?
Mike, the 3 titles in 4 years back to back. Can you put that in any kind of perspective in terms of what you've been able to accomplish these last few years in the ACC, regardless of everything else in your tenure, to do it in that time frame?
Well, credit goes to these young men and the good Lord. We just play hard. We don't give up. We don't look at any situation as being over or relaxing if we get a lead. And these 2 guys were a part of 2. We got beat 16 when you were a freshman, didn't we? But it's just, it takes a lot of luck. I mean, look at today's game. He makes an outstanding play that could have been a double. He just happened to be positioned perfectly by my wife's son. I mean, it's just one of those things that you could have felt sorry as a hitter, like Rafael Bornegal hits that ball to left field. And what a great play their left fielder made. Saved them 2 runs. But there was no quit in either club, and we just happened to get a big couple of breaks there, but we took advantage of those breaks.
Aaron?
Coach, it feels very familiar just because it seems like every year at this time of the year you're playing your best baseball. I don't know how you guys do it, but what's the secret? I mean, it's sometimes even when it's a winding road and, there's things that you have to learn about your club over the course of the season. How do you always get them in position to play like this at this time of year?
Aaron, that is a great question, and I'm going to answer it exactly the way I feel, and if it sounds corny, then to heck with it. They got good mamas and daddies, and we get to know their family. We didn't get to know, I knew Todd, but I didn't get to know his family until they came in for an official visit. We got to know Drew's mother and daddy. We find out what kind of people they are. You win with people, and we have good character people. This guy's very much involved in a student advisory committee. Kyle is involved in doing the best he can do in the classroom, pulled a very impressive GPA, did what he needed to do, knowing there's a good chance that this is his last semester. But those are the kind of people that we want in our program. We don't want guys that are only looking at themselves, and nothing could be proven better than what he did in that inning when he punched out and he's walking back to the bench, and you could have fried an egg on his head, and he was hotter. I'm telling you, he comes back over. I heard the bat go in the bat rack. I can tell normally whose bat it was going in. But what'd he do? Stuck his shin guards on, and before he went out, patted the pitcher on the back, and said something like, "Stay tough." I can't teach that. I can't teach that. I wish I could take credit for that. It comes from his mom and daddy.
Just one more, I guess, for any of you guys or all of you, whatever. Was there a moment this year where, you know, I mean, I know you guys had a good year of start to finish, but there's a moment where you really felt it kind of click? I mean, you could see this momentum really coming.
You know, it's a long year. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And, you know, our coaches do a great job of, you know, explaining that and, you know, getting us ready for this time of the year. It's, you know, there's a reason why the past couple of years we've been playing really well at the right time. You know, we got a great coaching staff, and, you know, they teach us along the way and, you know, get us ready. It's not, a lot of teams, you know, peak at the wrong time of the year. Early in the year, you know, you'll be a number one team, and then you'll see teams just drop, you know. And, you know, with us, that hasn't happened. And, you know, it feels like we're climbing, and, you know, we want to take that momentum into regionals and super regionals and get back to Omaha.
Anything else for Florida State? Congratulations. We wish you the best of luck these next weeks.
Thank you.
And let me thank the Atlantic Coach Conference for first-class job. We really enjoyed our time here. And thanks to all of you for being here and covering this tournament, because that's a dadgum good tournament. Thanks to all of you and the attention that you gave this tournament.